All right, y'all. I am not going to wait for people to get on because I have a message and it is important. Okay? I've written some things down because if not, I'm going to get scatterbrained and forget all the important things that Spirit has told me to say. Okay? So, let's just get in. Let's just get into it, okay? Well, some of the things I'm going to tell you may blow your mind, may open up your mind, or question my purpose. And it's okay. It really is okay. I'm okay with being me. You have to go and grow. Matter of fact, this one guy told me, I'm going to just say his name, Joe Davis. You have to grow to yourself. Okay? You have to grow to it. And I believe and think I've done a good job of growing to it. I'm not making any apologies. I am me. And it's about time I be me. You know, I've been struggling with this for a long, long time. It's like, I know who I am. I know where I'm going. And I know that I'm in it to win it. I'm going to get there. And it's so crazy because some days I think, oh, I've learned everything. I got it down and I'm well on my way. And then another lesson. And that's the beauty of it. That's how God works. He doesn't give you everything all at once. He gives you some nuggets, a little bit to chew on, let you work on it, give you some tests, and see if you pass. And if you pass, you still don't get the pass. You know what I'm saying? You're still going to get tested a little bit over the stuff you covered just to see if you are who you say you are. I'm here to tell you, I am who I say I am. But I still get tested. And I still have to stand in my power. Stand in who I am. And in this time, in this world today, it's not that easy. I am not going to lie. It's not that easy. It's a lot easier probably just to do the wrong thing and, pray to God that, He didn't see it and you apologize and it's okay. It's easier to do that. It's not easy to do what I do. So I'm not going to even lie to you. I'm not going to lie. A lot of times you're going to be by yourself. People going to say, you always in the house. You always chilling. You always in the bed. You always. Okay. You're right. I'm going to tell you why. Because my energy is valuable. Okay? It's pure. It's innocent. And it cannot be tampered with. But, if you hang around certain energy for too long, it'll try to rub off on you. But I'm very good at staying in my lane, staying away from certain things. It's very, very, I'm telling y'all, it's hard. But I do know that I have to decompress after a full day around people. And I say that, and I don't say that to be mean, but people are geared to, I'm just going to be honest, tell the next person what they want to hear, gas them up, and be ingenuine. That is hard for me because I am who I say I am, and I speak the truth. And the truth nowadays is just not accepted by most people, as a matter of fact, they run from the truth because you hear this word a lot, and I hear it a lot. You being negative. Okay, no. That's what y'all been taught. So you can deal with yourself and hide behind lies and everything else. I can't lie. What comes out of this mouth, it's the truth. Ever since I was a little tiny thing. I'm gonna tell you a story. Me and my cousins, don't get me wrong, I used to be bad, okay? We used to do some hellish things, when we were little, because we didn't know no better, right? And my two little cousins used to know I was going to always be the one fold. It's like my aunt, she knew. She came to me and asked me a question. I couldn't lie. I knew I was going to get my tail whipped and beat to the pulp. And I couldn't lie. And still to that day, well, this day, I'm the same way. I will tell on myself, whether it benefits me or not. But my cousins would be looking at me, they'd be in the background like, don't say nothing. And, oh my goodness, my aunt would come. Well, that's what, all of us. But then she get to me. I think she saved me for last because she know good and well I was going to fold. So she'd be like, Felicia, what happened? And I would just start bawling. Oh, we did this, we did that, and so-and-so did this, and so-and-so did that, and I did this, and that. And they would be looking at me like, this dang girl, every single time she gonna tell. I'm sorry, that's just the way I was. I had to tell. Because, that's what I was taught. So when I was taught, my daddy would be like, you tell me the truth, you might not get a whooping, or you might get a whooping. But, most of the time when he asked anything, he already knew the answer. So I was like, oh, you know what? It's not going to even pay me to tell a lie. And, you learn from that. So I cannot lie. You ask me a question, please want the answer. Because you're going to get the answer. Okay? If you got a purse and you like it, just like it, okay? Please don't come and ask me, do you like my purse? I can't lie. If I like it, I like it. If I don't like it, I'm going to be like, I don't like it. Is that the end of the world? No. That's my opinion as to where I don't like it, but that doesn't mean you have to, how do you say that? Go with my opinion. What is wrong with the world today? It is crazy. Who cares if somebody likes you? Who cares if somebody likes your stuff? You like it, that's all that matters. Don't worry about the small stuff. Don't sweat the small stuff. Don't sweat the small stuff. And don't expect somebody to tell you what you want to hear. Okay, that's politically correct. But everybody don't operate on that system, okay? Some people operate in the truth. So don't hate me because you get the truth. Don't label me because you get the truth. I'm mean, mad, and all that good stuff. No, baby. The truth has always been the truth. And the truth gonna set you free. That don't mean it's the end of the world. Okay? Just because y'all set up this system and it works for the majority, don't mean everybody got to follow it. Because I'm not going to be unauthentic just to make you feel good about yourself. You get no participation, emotions or feelings from me. None. You get none. They are what they are. If I love you, I love you. If I don't, I don't. If, I don't like your personality or you, then I don't have to like that. Okay? It's okay. Don't get your little feelings all in the knot. Because one person don't like you. I have many haters. Why? I have no idea. Just because I think a lot of people want to be them true selves, but they're more worried about what somebody else think. That they don't hate me because they know me, because they don't know me. They don't like me because they want to be real and authentic like myself. It is what it is. I make no apologies. Okay, let me just get into where I was going, okay? I done got a little bit off track, but that's okay because this is my video. And I make no apologies. Let's go. Let's go about me. Well, on the record, I'm a wellness coach. And I'm going to laugh at that because, for a good minute, I was doing really well. And I know what to do because I know what to do, okay? I know the information. And I was going, actually, pescatarian. I was eating fish and veggies and all that good stuff. And I did well on that. But, I have fallen off. And I made a move. And I've been eating meat and sweets and all that stuff that I have worked so hard not to do. I worked hard. But that's okay. It doesn't matter how many times you fall. It only matters that you get back up. So I know what to do. And I'm going to do it again. But let's just keep it moving. Spiritual coach. Second to none now. I'm telling y'all. I ain't gonna brag because, God say be humble. So, I'm humble. But if you don't believe in yourself, nobody else will. On to the next. I'm gonna say life goals coach. Because I think most people are on track. They know what to do, kind of like myself. But there's things that you just, how do I say that? You fall a little short sometimes and you don't get it done. Well, that's where you got a coach. A life goals coach. Right here. I speak from experience, okay? And experience is the best teacher. I make mistakes. And I keep going. I keep moving. I listen to other people like, motivational speakers and, read some books. And I'm not gonna lie, I don't really like to read books. I don't. I'd rather listen to it than read it. And I know people say that's just not good. You need to read books. Oh, well, I beg to differ. There are people in this world who know who they are. I don't like to read books. If you want me to read your book, you better put it in the audio because I ain't reading no book. Unless it's 3 pages, forget it. And I'm not no dummy. I'm a 4.0 student. Oh, there you go. I'm being humble, but it's the truth. Truth is the truth. I'm smart. It's not like I can't read no book. It does not keep my attention. Okay? No, I don't like reading no dang book and turning no pages. It drives me out, just to know how many pages I got left. I don't need to do nothing like that. If I get the audio, I don't know when you're done. When you're done, you're done, and I'm cool. But for a person like myself, I don't want. That's gonna stress me out looking at how many pages I got left. All I want to do is finish, and that's not good. You can pay me a picture in the audio. So I'm telling y'all right now, if y'all want to make some money off of me, put it in an audio, a video, something other than a book. And don't hate me because I'm me. That's me. You don't have to be like me. That's me. Oh, see, I get sidetracked. That's why I have to write this stuff down. Relationship coach. Yeah, I'm a relationship coach. And even I have to learn from myself, okay? I know what to do. I definitely know what to do. But sometimes you're human. You gonna get a little off track, but that's okay because I always come back to center. Okay, just come back to center. Don't beat yourself up because you made a mistake. You can't learn and you can't grow if you don't make mistakes. Okay, don't let nobody tell you no different. Right? If not, just come see me. I'll tell you what to do. Moving right along, I am a licensed pharmacy tech, a barber, a stylist, a certified medical assistant, and a newly insurance agent. A mother, and I'm single. Yes, I'm single. I wear many names. Some people call me Coffee B. Some call me Miss Coffee B. Some call me Hollywood. Some call me Beautiful. Some call me Queen. Some call me Trouble. And I could be a little trouble if you need it, because you know, the good Lord made people. I like to call myself the equalizer, because I don't mean nobody no harm. But if it's something that, you know, like I say, if you don't want the answer, please don't ask me. Okay? I'm just saying. And my government name is Felicia. That's my government name. That's what my mama named me. That is my name. And it's spelled with an A and not an E. So, some people ask me, you spell your name different. You spell yours with an A, and most people spell theirs with an E. Now, don't get me wrong. This is going to sound a little sarcastic, because sometimes, you know, I could come off a little sarcastic. That's just me. I'm me. And I don't mean to. It's just me. But, okay. The process is your mother and your father name you. I'm just an itty bitty little teeny weeny baby, so I don't have nothing to do with this. Okay, she named my name Felicia with an A, and I'm okay with it. But please don't ask questions you already know the answer to. Because that's another little thing right there that made me, you know what I'm saying? It's like, you ask questions you don't know the answer, don't want to know the answer to. And then you ask questions you already know the answer to. I don't understand. Okay? I'm going to be honest. I like to say, I'm allergic to stupid, okay? Don't ask me questions you already know the answer to. Okay? Expect me to be sitting there like, say something nice. No, I'm going to tell you, my mama named me Felicia with an A, and I didn't have nothing to do with it. That's not wrong. That's the truth. Don't be mad at me. I'm sorry. I wouldn't be mad. But like I said, I wrote this stuff down because I was going to forget something. Right, let me go to my little disclaimer. Now, the things I'm saying are going to say might offend some people. Okay? I'm not here to hurt or harm anybody. I'm basically being me. Okay? And if you are offended, I can't apologize, but I can tell you, let it go in one ear and out the other. And be yourself. Love yourself, no matter what that is. And don't let nothing, I say, tear you down. Or, how do you say that? Put you in a bad space. Like, what is her name? Tabitha Brown say, if you go out and have a good day, and if you can't, don't mess up nobody else. I'm not trying to mess nobody else up. So, and I'm having a good day. So, that's my day all day, every day. I can handle anything you dish out to me, and I can accept other people's right to be themselves and their opinions and their right to be who they are. I don't judge people. That's not my job. My job is to be me and let God be God and let people live their lives, okay? Unless you're in my circle and I have something to tell you, then you're probably going to be good, okay? So that be the reason. I'm not being mad or sad. I'm just me. So I'm going to tell y'all this so many times in this video. By the time of this end of this video, and if you happen to see it or make it to the end, you're going to be like, okay, that's just her. That's just me, okay? But like I said, I wrote some stuff down. And I definitely want to, like I said, make you a better person than when you came in, okay? So when you leave with something. If you don't take nothing I give you, take a little something. I'm going to leave you some wisdom so everybody can use a little wisdom. And I wrote this down because this is not my thing. I had a whole book of wisdom quotes that I wrote myself, and I was so proud of myself because, man, I know good and well that would be on a board somewhere, but I messed around and moved and threw all my stuff away. But if I thought of it once, I'd think of some more stuff because I'm always thinking of something valuable. And don't worry, it's a lot of good information in this brain. You know what I'm saying? It's just not beauty. I have brains, okay? But let me just read this stuff because I am. Don't worry, I make no apologies. Let me start off and give some people some. I had to say that, edify a few people. I'm gonna name some people because they helped me along the way, and I really appreciate these people. I worked with a group of people at Vite. It was a coffee company that sold coffee, and it was a lot of people who helped me to come out of my shell. I didn't come all the way out, but I came out somewhere. So it started the process. And I don't know if I even told them at the time. I know I've told some of them since then because I've actually talked to them. But let me see. Joe Davis, Alonzo Moore, Shanice Reddy, Dr. Shanice Reddy, Shirley Nixon. We kind of grew together. And let me just say Louis Volpe. I know he gets a part in this because he started the company. It didn't last very long, but I learned a lot of things in that place or in that setting. I actually learned that the first time I got up to speak, I was actually on the phone and I had written some things down. I was so nervous that I couldn't even, I was reading it, but you can tell I was reading it. And I was shaking so much that, and it's crazy because they couldn't even see me. And I'm telling you, for some reason, that was always my challenge, even in school. If I wrote a report and we had to get up in front of the class and present it, I would take a 0 for that part. So I'd make a 50 on my paper. But my grades were so high and I knew it wouldn't hurt me, but I kind of held myself back, and it was crazy. And I'm not going to even tell you a little sad story, but, things that happen to you, and not everybody has a different personality. Because some people can move on. They can have a terrible, tumultuous household life, and they can still, move right along. Me, it took me a minute because I'm so sensitive. And people used to always tell me, you're sensitive. I'm like, no, I'm not. And I was totally sensitive. I had no idea I was sensitive because I would hold everything in and hold back because I didn't want nobody to know I was sensitive. I didn't want myself to know I was sensitive. But I've learned that, it doesn't help me to grow if I don't at first acknowledge I have a problem. And I've learned this from the years through, other people. I think other people are here to help people. You learn, you teach the next person, and the next person teach the next person. Okay? It's called trickling. Trickle on down. Trickle on down to somebody else. They'll get it one day. They might not get it that day, but they'll get it one day. And that's okay. I don't have nobody on live because I don't do that many friends. I don't do friends. I had a few friends, and don't make me wrong. I have associates. I have people I associate with, but I technically don't do friends. And I'm going to tell you again, my energy is valuable. And it's okay. Because I know my tribe is out there and they're looking for me. Somebody used to say, if that you looking for somebody, they looking for you. So they're looking for me. So I'm only looking for who looking for me. If you're looking for me, I'm looking for you. And we're good. So, little wisdom. Quotes, like I said, these are not mine. But I've heard, and I want to say it was a long time. So y'all, if I mess up and get the wrong name, don't worry. You can, comment underneath and tell me who said this, because it's been a minute and I can't remember yesterday, but I can remember what you said. Okay? If it is to be, it's up to me. I heard that. And somebody also said that. And I want to say that was Dr. Shanice. Like some of y'all on this call are going to be, how do you say, speaking to groups of people, going to be on TV, going to be speaking to the world. And, I heard that, of course, I was like, yeah, it can't be me. I can't speak in front of, I could probably do 2 or 3 or 4, but a whole group of people, I would have lost my rabbit. I ain't gonna curse. Mine. Put your own words in there, okay? But it's called personal development. It's called growth. And it's called putting one foot in front of the other. I don't have nobody watching right now. I got 1 or 2 come in and then they leave, and that's okay. Because you coming in the middle and you don't know what I'm talking about, and you hear me screaming, and I go up, down. Okay, that's the way I talk. And I make eyes and I do all kinds of stuff. Because that's just me. I can only be me. Okay? The world needs you to be you. And y'all ain't saying nothing yet. So that's one. That's one. So if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. That's true. If you don't know what you believe in, if you don't know who you are, just because you walk up and you see a whole line of people in a line, you don't even know what the line for. But guess what? You all stand in a line. I'm gonna see what they looking for. I'm gonna see what they trying to get. You don't know what that line for. What if that line was for let me tell you something good. What if that line was for to just say sterilize you, and you in that line, but you can't get out the line once you get in the line. You in the line. Okay, let me tell you what I would do. I'm shy. Don't get me wrong. But I'm not stupid. I'm going to go to the front of the line. People going to be like, you cutting the line? No, I'm not cutting the line. I don't just want to ask a question. I just got a question. I'll get back in the line. It don't matter who behind, then took my place. I'll get back in the line. I need to know what's going on. That's how I think. So I'm going to go to the line. And I would say, excuse me, ma'am, sir. What this the line for? What y'all got going on? Oh, this line here for sterilization. Okay, I'm sorry. Have a good day. I'm in the wrong line. Well, I ain't in the line. Yeah, I just want to see what's in the line. But y'all see that I didn't write that down. That ain't even written down. I just wanted to say that. But next, whenever you find yourself on the side of the majority, it's time to reform. I ain't write that, but I did write it down. And that makes a whole lot of sense. But I'm going to keep that moving because I don't have nothing to say on that. Yeah, that's explainable. If you judge people, you have no time to love them. That's true. If you judge somebody by the book, you will not have time to love them because you already made your own mind up. You already didn't, put a strike against them. You don't even know what you don't know. So, moving right along, that is Mother Teresa. Mother Teresa said that. The most courageous act is still to think for yourself aloud. That is Coco Chanel. That is true. Don't keep it in. Keep, think out loud. Think out loud. You might even, be able to hear something different the next time. Don't count the days, make the days count. Now that is the one and only Muhammad Ali. You can't really count the days because you don't really know how many days you got here. And you might miss something. Waiting on Friday to come here and it's already Tuesday. And you already waiting on Friday. I got an appointment on Friday. And you didn't miss Tuesday. Because you're not even focused on Tuesday. And whatever you focus on, that's what you bring to yourself. Okay? Take the time out. Take one day at a time. Make a calendar. If that works for you. Make a calendar. But don't keep going back to Friday. Stay on Tuesday. Look through it. Come back. I hear people all the time. They be like, make your whole calendar for the week. And go through your calendar and make sure. Okay. Well, that worked for you. And don't get me wrong, I'll make the calendar for the week. But I'm definitely not going to be harping on the next few days and focusing on the next few days. I mean, I got 24 hours in this day. I'm going to need to use them up. If not, I'm going to need to be sleeping because I do my best work when I'm, in my bed. I'm not technically sleeping, but, thinking up a master plan. I'm in my bed. So, yeah, do what you do. And once you have accepted your flaws, no one can use them against you. And that is George R.R. Martin. This one right here, this is definitely hits close to home for me. Because I don't compare myself to other people. I don't. Some people think I do. So they'll say, you are bougie. You think you're better than somebody else. And all that good stuff. No, I don't. I don't compare myself to other people. I only want to be better than me. And whatever that is. I want to, grow and be a better person every single day. So don't study me. You won't graduate. Because you're going to be totally wrong. Everything you think or prejudge about me, I promise you're going to be wrong. Except that she's nice and she's nice. She's pretty and all that. Okay, that'll be real, And even some people probably say, she's not even that cute. But it's okay. It's your opinion. It ain't all up in my head. When I wake up in the morning, I'm okay with myself. I'm good. Trust me, I'm good. And Gucci, since I use your name, I'm going to need some of them royalties, okay? Send me some. I'm Gucci. I'm okay. Broke. And I'm not even broke. I say working on my finances. I still got a few little dollars. As long as you got a few, you got some, okay? So, I'm Gucci. I know what brings me happiness. And it's not money. No. I'm a lover. So, you can pay me in love. I'm good. That's me. Don't get me wrong. I need money too, and that will spend. But it's not what makes me move. And don't get me wrong, I make money, manifesting money, and attracting money. I can. If it wouldn't be for some people trying to, take some of my stuff. And I've made a lot of stuff, so I ain't going to even, sweat a few more little things because, that's just what it is. And I think things happen for a reason. They really do. I ain't even mad at them because I always said when I get my money, I'm going to get it all at one time. Shit was going to be falling out the sky. God going to bless me with some money, much money. Because, it don't move me like that. So I know it's going to come. Hold on, y'all. I got to do something real quick. I'll be right back. Okay, right. So I know it's going to come. I know billions. Billions, billions, billions. I haven't got my own name already for when I'm a billionaire. Yes, I'm prepared. I'm prepared. I posted a post a week or so ago, and it said, thieves only come to loaded vaults. Okay? They already know what's going to happen. So, keep delaying me. Keep delaying me. Delaying my stuff. Delaying me. Delaying my destiny. But my destiny is my destiny. You know what I'm saying? I know it's all in God's timing. What God's got for you, nobody can take from him. So, if you took it from him, I say God gave it to me to give it to you. I ain't tripping. Because I know what's what. I'm just going to live one day at a time. Keep myself in my happy place. And do what I got to do. Now, that's funny. It comes right at the perfect time. Look how that works. You should never take more than you give. And that's Elton John. That's self-explanatory. I don't really got to speak on that one. Because, I'm a giver. I likes to give. I will give you my last dollar and do without. I know I'm a different kind of person. I would totally give you my last dollar and do without. Because I figure you need it more than me, and I know my God is not going to let me walk around with no money. He going to send something from somewhere. It's gone to come to me. Okay? I'm going to get mine. As long as I don't hold on to something somebody else needs, I'm going to get mine. So I got you. If you need $1, you can have my last dollar. No problem. And the last little wisdom is live life with a purpose. Whatever your purpose is, make sure you live in your purpose. If that is saving the animals, save the animals. If that is feeding the homeless, feed the homeless. If that is ministering to youth, minister to youth. If that is just, providing wisdom to your friends and your family about things that happen in their lives. And don't be no hater. Don't give them bad advice. Give people advice that you would use, that they can share with somebody else. A lot of times, and I'm gonna be honest, I told you I'm honest now. People will give you bad advice because they don't want you to do better than them. So be careful who you have in your circle. And if you don't know, you can't discern which, what a person's intentions are on your life. Surround you with somebody who can. And I'm not going, knock on men, but a lot of men, y'all know. But you have a better half. You have a wife, and your wife can tell you no, or blah, blah, blah. And sometimes it's the man and the woman that's, too shy, gullible, or whatever. And he has to be the one to step up and say, babe, no, I don't think that girl got your best interest. Because sometimes you just miss it. You miss what you can't see what you can't see. Because some people don't, look at things in that way. People are just, like I want to say, your intentions are pure, and you can't really think like that. Okay? So a lot of things I can't think like, but I can read people because, my gifts are very strong. So I don't have to worry about that one. And it took me a long time to get there. It was work. It wasn't like I just fell into it. I met a lot of people when I was scared to use my gifts. Because, I don't know, when you're little and you can... people always say that, the old soul. When you can know things that you're not supposed to know, or think like adults because you have an old soul, it's a little much. It's a little much because back in the day when I was a little girl, you got beef for everything. You had to, stay in a child's place, and you didn't question adults too much. You know what I'm saying? So nowadays, kids can get away with a little more questioning. But back then, I got whippings for just asking why. Because you didn't have the authority to ask questions. You shouldn't know these things anyway because you're a little kid. You shouldn't know this. But I did. And I don't fault my parents for everything because you don't know what you don't know. And you don't know how to parent a person or a little kid with, different gifts. You don't know this. And when you're coming up in a, traditional style environment where you're just following tradition. You teaching your kid what your daddy taught you, what his daddy taught him, what his daddy taught him, or what his daddy taught him. That don't mean it's right. I say it all the time because you have to look at each individual little kid, whoever they are, and help them in their gifts. And that's hard to be a closed-minded parent because you were raised like that. I'm not saying it's, it's your fault. You were raised like that. To an open-minded kid. It's kind of hard to do that. And I don't fault them for that. But It's taken me a long time to get to this place where I'm comfortable being myself and speaking about this stuff. Because a lot of times people don't speak about stuff like this. Parenting 101. You find some books and it's crazy. It's most of the time, which now is kind of changing a little bit. It was always doctors who, grew up in a very successful family that, I'm not saying they don't have problems, because I think all families have problems. But when you have less problems and you can be like textbook type family, you're not going to relate to somebody who has a few more obstacles in their way, it's supposed to say. Okay? So, you can only write about your experience. You can't write about the next person's experience, how to get from A to B to C. If you are not over there, you have to find your way to get to the next step, to the next step, to the next step, and then, you maybe can, get over here. But it's not going to be you coming from over here to over here. That doesn't work like that, because you have to go back and reset generational. And I'm not going to say curses, because people like to say curses. But I'm going to just say it today for some people who it relate better to that. Curses or traditions. Okay? Because you only, don't get me wrong, know what you know. If you're taught certain things, and that's why, for me, I don't judge people. If you're racist, if you're atheist, if you're, transgender, whatever you are, I don't judge people for anything, because that, like I say, I can only be me, and I let God do the rest. That's it. Because some things you just don't know. I can't speak on something I don't know. I've never had to walk in their shoes to tell you anything about that. I can only walk in my shoes and tell you about my truths and my journey, and that's that. You know what I'm saying? I have to respect somebody else's, and they can tell me how to relate to them and their journey, and I have to respect that. And I totally believe that. Now, like I said, I wrote this down because I was gonna forget half of the stuff. So I've tried this many, many times, and every time I try to just get on here and just speak from my mind, my thoughts, I'm gonna get all messed up. So, and I didn't write it in bullets. I need to learn how to do that. Put it in bullets so I can just and then keep it going. But that'd be all day. This video would be 2 hours if I did that. But I'm gonna let you in. I'm just gonna read it, because I ain't gonna even pretend I'm not reading, because that's me. Okay. I'm gonna let you in a little secret. People used to line up. Or they line up to do me dirty. And I didn't know why. Like, why? I was like 4 and ever since I was like 4 and 5. I'm way too little to be that much trouble, okay? I'm trouble because people say I'm trouble. If you need a little bit, I'm trouble. But at 4 and 5, you are way too little to be that much trouble. I'm 50 now, so imagine that. I used to try to hide from the world. Try to stay under the radar. Then, maybe they leave me alone. I wouldn't even say anything. I'd be the only kid playing in the dirt by myself, minding my business. And as soon as somebody will come over there, just to be over there messing with me, I don't know. I think the fact that, I look weak and scary. Oh, let's just go mess with that girl right there. Little did they know. They would come over there and getting me in trouble. Because I knew if I got in trouble, I was going to get my tail whipped when I got home. I don't want no whipping. And I'm definitely not going to let nobody put your hands on me. You can say anything you want. Because my mom used to always say, sticks and stones may break your bones, and words can never hurt you. Okay, so you can say all the stuff you want to say, and to this day you still can, and I don't care. Okay? They would come over there wanting to fight. And don't get me wrong, I'm a little teeny tiny thing, but I had some big old sisters, and they taught me how to fight, okay? So, anyway, I'd have to lay one down. And then, guess what? I got to go to the office, get a paddling, call my daddy, and be terrified all the way home because I know what he going to do. First, he going to tell them you can paddle me, which he did, so I already know. He already know. And then when I get home, I'm going to get skinned alive. For minding my own business, I'm in the dirt playing by myself. And you come over here and give me a whooping. Seriously? So anyway, I tried to hide from him. Didn't work. That's not so easy. They would find, like I say, ways to come over there and get me in trouble. But now we're talking about real life. They'd find ways to try to make me feel bad about myself. Who I was. Like, nobody can be that nice. Nobody can be that forgiving. Nobody can be that gullible. It's not that I'm gullible. It's the fact that I have more, faith in you to be a better person than you have for me to be a bad person. Not to say that you're a bad person. It's just people do bad things. But you'd rather try to make me feel bad about myself than to feel better about yourself. Huh? No. So, unfortunately, the world tries to tear you down. So, what's different and unique and what goes against the grain, they don't understand that. I've been called and portrayed to be everything but an angel, with the purest intentions, by people with the world standards on you just to make other people hate you. My beliefs, all my life, I've been, seeking God, walking. I've been walking the straight and narrow. I walk the straight and narrow. And sometimes, Lord, let's be honest. I haven't had great rewards, being, straight and narrow. I've had more trials and tribulations than I've had, successes. And it's okay because I know God loves me and protects me, okay? It's funny when I tell people how God talks to me, uses me, they laugh because really and truly, it's not like I have a ton of stuff, which, God doesn't work like that, to show for. I don't have, no Bentleys and, Raris and all that stuff like that to say, I'm spiritual and I believe in God. And, I have the purest heart and the purest intentions. And I still don't have all these things, you know what I'm saying? Which, people like to say, think I'm crazy and, shut me out. Like, that girl's crazy. And God bless me with, this and that. And God did this, that, and that for me. And I'm okay. I'm okay. He did it for you. That's fine. But, I'm telling you, I'm walking the straight and narrow. I'm Team God. My intentions are pure. My heart is pure. And I can't tell you if I think evil stuff. I don't think evil stuff. I cannot do it. And I don't have the, stuff, and I ain't mad. You know what I'm saying? It's fine. So, I've been on this journey for a long, long time. And I do believe, and I can't remember who said it. Was Tyler Perry or Oprah Winfrey? But somebody said that God keeps you under the radar until He's ready to use you. And after many, many, many tests, I almost gave up. I'm like, God, I'm doing everything. I mean, I haven't hurt. I can't say I haven't hurt flock, but I don't hurt people. I have a pure heart, pure intentions. I helpful. I turn the other cheek. I do everything. Everything. In your image. Everything. So after many, many tests, there's more tests. So, I can honestly say, and I'm just saying my journey. I'm not saying everybody else's journey. My journey. God, with God, I used to think I had to do the heavy lifting. I had to be strong. And, no matter what the devil sent me, I had to, I had to stay strong and pray and, fight and resist him. And I did that for many, 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 many years. And I'll tell anybody that. But, I think the thing is what God really wanted me to do was believe in him enough to let go and let him. I didn't have to do it. I didn't have to be so strong and that I had to stand up and fight the devil. It's good to stand up and fight the devil too. But keep fighting because he don't give up. He ain't gonna give up, okay? He know he lost and he's still gonna fight. So that is your job, to let go and let God. Just put it in God's hands. And I used to say, I did it, and, I let go. But I'm going to say last night and a few nights ago, God was really on my heart, like, you need to let go. And finally, I made up my mind. I made up my mind a few weeks ago to let go, and I posted it on Facebook. But I technically didn't really realize what that meant. That means when you let go, you don't think about it. You just let go, give it up. Just say you give up, give it to God, and let God handle it. And really and truly, in my mind, I was like, what? I'm there. I'm there. I just don't want to worry or think about it anymore. And you got it. And whatever you say, that's what it is. So I just let it go and I let God. Now I'm gonna tell you some things that y'all probably gonna, as y'all can hear me right now, I'm clothed and in my right mind. You're not gonna probably understand what I'm saying, and you're probably not gonna even care to hear what I'm gonna say, but I'm gonna say it. It's not in the Bible. It ain't written in the Bible. It's not written in the book. Because I didn't write the book. Okay? Don't shoot the messenger. Get the message. God will use anybody to get his message across. Okay? Anybody, anything. Me, myself, I never, ever, I'm going to tell you something because I'm open and honest, believed in tarot. But, there's some good ones out there and there's some bad. I've learned because I got intuition, and I ain't going to say nothing bad about nobody because they got some people out there that, they are who they are. And it's not my business. You know what I mean? But there's angel numbers, and me, myself, I do angel numbers, but it's kind of confusing because, all day long, you're going to see some numbers. And it's not always, it is an angel number, but it's not always the message for you at that moment. Because like I say, I'm super, super duper intuitive and super smart. So if I see these numbers all day long, that just drove me crazy. So I have to go and pray. God, I can't do this now. You know what I'm saying? You can send me some numbers every now and then, but I'ma need to, I'm from the show me state. People tell me that all the time. You gonna have to send me somebody who can tell me what's going on when I need to know what's going on, and let me know. So, now, you can't do any things, unless you got it to do it. You can't do it extreme, because if you need a message, you'll be led to a message. If you just going on there reading everything, doing everything, you're going to be so super confused, because it's not your message. God will send you to the messages that you need to get. And I totally believe that, because he can use any and everybody to get that message across. It could be a conversation. It could be a song. It could be a billboard. It could be a license plate. It could be two people talking about something else. And you'll know when it's your message, and you'll know when it's not your message. Okay? When it's not your message, it's not your message. You can't force a message. You cannot force a message. Okay? And it's a lot of work. And I really don't, how do you say that, advise you to be getting into, that kind of stuff. Because you really, 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 really got to go a long, long way, and a lot of stages, and a lot of tests, and a lot to get to your spiritual gifts. That'd be the reason. I mean, you can't jump the hoops and get there. You got to learn a little bit at a time. Now, don't get me wrong. There's some people out there that are meant to do some work, some spiritual missions. Now, you, on the other hand, you got different gifts. I'm not going to call you out, because, you might not want nobody to know what your gifts are. But you got some gifts that other people don't have. Natural gifts. You ain't calling on no spirits and invoking no spirits to get them. You can do it on your natural born self. Your own. You do it on your own. You know who I'm talking to. If I'm talking to you, you talking to me. So I'm looking for you if you looking for me. That be the reason. But you need to be on the light side, so I don't do the dark side. Okay? All right, let's get into this, because many years I've been trying to get this stuff out, because and when it wasn't that time, when this is the right time, God let you do it and you'll get it out. If it's not the right time, you're not going to do it. So let's just open your minds a little bit. I'm not trying to start no troubles or anything like that. I'm just basically going to tell you what I believe. And there's been many people before me, Nostradamus, the Bible, and so many people have written different books, angels and demons and all that stuff like that. And it's kind of crazy, because a lot of times if they write books on the occultist kind of stuff, it goes right on, and it's fine. You go to Hollywood, make you a movie, and you're good. But if you say a little something about the Bible, there's going to be people that try to take your head off. And not like I told you from the beginning. I mean, you can believe what you want to believe. I do not force my views onto anyone, but I have the right to say what I say and what I believe. And it's just my opinion. Let it go in one ear and out the other. It's fine. You know what I'm saying? Don't lose your marbles, okay? But let's get into this, because it's not going to come out by itself. Okay, it's not in the Bible, and it's not in the book, because I haven't wrote it. But let's get it. I definitely know the Bible got it wrong. And I'm going to tell y'all why. Like I said, Y'all can hate me if y'all want. Or whatever. It don't matter. I'm still going to be me. Like the Bible teaches you, or the church teaches you, you will die if you eat from the book of life. Okay? But we know that it's not true. If you gain spiritual knowledge, you'll die. That's what I've always heard. That's what I've always been taught. And it's not true. Okay? I'm here to tell you what the truth is if you learn the truth of good and evil, like they say, you're going to die. You will die, but it's a spiritual death. It's not a real death. Okay? Because you cannot be the same person. It's not a physical death. You cannot be the same person you were the day before you got this knowledge and the day after you got this knowledge. Okay? So that's what they talk about. You're going to die. You don't die. You're going to die to the fact that what you've been taught is totally wrong. It's like, it's not true. You're going to die to all the things that you shouldn't be doing. It's going to, how they say that? It's going to make you closer to your spirit so that when you get ready to do something, you can't do it. Because you definitely going to be like, the radar is on. It's like a little needle, the gas needle. If you, before you could do stuff wrong and say, well, I can pray about it and it's going to be forgiven. Okay, once you learn the truth, like, hey, hold up now. I'm responsible for what I do. I'm responsible for what I say. And I'm responsible for what I teach the next person. Okay? So whether you... like I say, your conscience would be your guide. When you do something wrong, your conscience would be your guide. And then I'm going to just say that, and I'm going to leave it to it as that. Because in order to get the keys to the world, you can't be worldly. You can't sit up here and say, that God is okay when you're doing all this stuff by night and sometimes even during the day. You're aware of what you're doing. You're out there running amok. And you can't tell me that you believe that God is okay with it. No way. You cannot believe that. You can't even tell me. You can't tell me you didn't know what you was doing because your conscience is going to tell you. So, with that being said, I'm not going to even read the rest of what I put because, where I am, I'm going to just tell you right now. God is not pouring out riches like people say. God gave me this, God gave me that, God gave me this. No. I pray for riches. I pray for, manna from heaven, just to not just to help me, to help other people. Because I am going to get out there in the world. I'm going to help other people. I'm going to show them what to do with money. What you do with money is not what's stored up in the bank. And every story I've heard, even if I didn't believe it or not. I mean, the kings and all that who stored up the wheat, got ate up or messed up. You can't store up, what God meant for you to be helping other people. Okay, don't get me wrong. If you can't, I give God. If you want to be a billionaire, you can ask to be a billionaire. But when you get to be a billionaire and you get $2 billion, you only ask for $1 billion. What you need with the other $1 billion, God gave you the other $1 billion to help somebody else. Okay, you asked to be a billionaire. God gave you $100 billion. Okay, what you think you need to do with that $99 billion? You need to help somebody else. You don't need to put it in a bank and just mess it off. You can still, with a good $1 billion, you still can do a lot of money. A lot of things. And even if you take some more of the other $99 billion and buy some more stuff, I don't think God gonna be mad at you. But what you shouldn't be doing is putting $99 billion in the bank because it's on paper. When they got people out here need money. I ain't gonna lie. I need money. And I'm gonna throw my cash up out there because I'm in. Money sign coffee 443. If you got my money, and I'm pretty sure you're gonna hear this message. God has told you this before I came up on here, that you need to get up off that money and get that girl her money. I'm right here. And it's me. Money sign coffee 443. And if that don't do it, hey, we can make some more arrangements. My number is out there on Facebook, okay? I don't know who you are, but you know who you are. And you heard this message and you've been waiting for me. And you heard this before I came up on here. Okay? Send me my money. I got things to do. I got works to do. I got people to see. I got people to meet. I got people to love. I got people to teach. I got people to follow me, okay? I got my own tribe out there somewhere. 144,000 or 43 because I'm included in that number. 143,000 people. I got works to do. And whoever you are, God put in my life. Because He been trying to get me to do this for a minute. And I wouldn't do it. And He said it was going to be some celebrities. I ain't going to call no names because He ain't give me no names. It's going to be some real how you say info? My phone about to... influential. My phone about to die. That means I have to be cutting this short. But I already said everything I was supposed to be saying. And that was really none in there. But yeah, that was my tribe. And if you've been looking for me, I'm looking for you. Okay, you can call me, text me, DM me. Do not worry about anything. I'm not a judge of persons. If you believe what I believe, and if you don't believe it in anything, and you want to believe in something, and what I'm saying to you sounds like something you want to be in or find out more about, then still call me, text me, whatever you need to do. Get in touch. Okay, don't be in the back of the room. It's time to be in. Come to the front of the room. You've been in the back of the room. Life been beating you up. People been beating you up. You safe. You safe. You safe with me? Come on over here and hitch yourself to this wagon, okay? And I have been led to say, keepers, I'm ready. I don't know what that means, but you know what it means, okay? I'm ready. I love you all. If you got something from this message, fine. If you didn't, still fine. I'm a lover and not a fighter. I loves you. Miss Coffee Bee, Trouble, Hollywood, Beautiful, Queen, Divine Feminine, Twin Flame, out. Much love.